Tom considered, was about to consent, but he altered his mind. No, no, I reckon it would not hardly do, Ben. You see, Aunt Polly's awful particular about this fence right here on the street, you know, but if it was the back fence, I would not mind, and she would not. Yes, she is awful particular about this fence. It's got to be done very careful. I reckon there ain't one boy in 1,000, maybe 2,000, that can do it the way it's got to be done. No, is that so? Oh, come. Now let me just try. Only just a little I had let you. If you was me, Tom. Ben, I had liked to, honest Injun. But Aunt Polly, well, Jim wanted to do it, but she would not let him. Sid wanted to do it, and she would not let Sid. Now don't you see how I am fixed? If you was to tackle this fence and anything was to happen to it, oh, shucks! I will be just as careful. Now let me try. Say, I will give you the core of my apple. Well, here no, Ben. Now don't. I'm afraid. I will give you all of it. Tom gave up the brush with reluctance in his face, but alacrity in his heart. And while the late steamer, Big Missouri, worked and sweated in the sun, the retired artist sat on a barrel in the shade of close by, dangled his legs, munched his apple, and planned the slaughter of more innocents. There was no lack of material. Boys happened along every little while. They came to jeer, but remained to whitewash. By the time Ben was fagged out, Tom had traded the next chance to Billy Fisher for a kite in good repair. And when he played out, Johnny Miller bought in for a dead rat and a string to swing it with, and so on, hour after hour. And when the middle of the afternoon came, from being a poor poverty-stricken boy in the morning, Tom was literally rolling in wealth. He had, besides the things before mentioned, 12 marbles, part of Jew's harp, a piece of blue bottle glass to look through, a spool cannon, a key that would not unlock anything, a fragment of chalk, a glass stopper of a decanter, a tin soldier, a couple of tadpoles, 6 firecrackers, a kitten with only one eye, a brass door knob, a dog collar, but no dog the handle of a knife, 4 pieces of orange peel, and a dilapidated old window sash. He had a knife good, ideal time, all the while plenty of company, and the fence had 3 coats of whitewash on it. If he had not run out of whitewash, he would have bankrupted every boy in the village. Tom said to himself that it was not such a hollow world after all. He had discovered a great law of human action without knowing it, namely, that in order to make a man or a boy covet a thing, it is only necessary to make the thing difficult to attain. If he had been a great and wise philosopher like the writer of this book, he would now have comprehended that work consists of whatever a body is obliged to do, and that play consists of whatever a body is not obliged to do. And this would help him to understand why constructing artificial flowers or performing on a treadmill is work, while rolling 10 pins or climbing Mont Blanc is only amusement. There are wealthy gentlemen in England who drive 4-horse passenger coaches 20 or 30 miles on a daily line in the summer because the privilege costs them considerable money. But if they were offered wages for the service, that would turn it into work, and then they would resign. The boy mused a while over the substantial change which had taken place in his worldly circumstances, and then went toward headquarters